In this video, we're going to be going over the best cheap budget starter team attackers. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and let me know which of these players is going to make your team, and if I missed any gems, because I'm sure there are a lot of them. First up on the list, and probably is going to be the most popular choice out of pretty much everybody, Malin. Obviously completing a move to Dortmund over the summer. He is looking like a really sick starter team card. He usually is every year anyways. Coming off with 90 pace, 79 shooting, 72 passing, and 83 dribbling. He should be, just like his cards in the past, a very solid card. But this year he's in an even better league. He has the Dutch links. He is going to be a card that a lot of people are going to use. And unfortunately, with that popular demand is going to come a pretty high price. I could see him probably around 15 or 20k on the opening day or two. Just because I feel like so many people are going to be using him. Next up, we have Correa. Now, he is an interesting one to me because he's got 85 pace, 83 shooting, 87 dribbling, along with 78 passing and 74 physical. Obviously, he's 83 rated from Atletico Madrid, and he also has the Argentinian link, similar to his new teammate, DePaul. He's going to be a card that I think is going to end up being a bit of a more expensive forward. Unfortunately for the forwards and all the rest, I think they're going to be a lot more expensive this year. There's a lot of really good gems who are very fast, very quick. Now, he's probably going to be the cheaper of some of the choices on today's video. Price prediction probably around 10-15k. Next up, we have Vinicius. I don't even know if I want to put a price prediction in for his card. 95 pace, 70 shooting, 71 passing, 87 dribbling. Stats wise, obviously, there are some cards that are probably similar in stats to them that we've gone over in the past two videos and in this one. But it's Vinicius. He's on Real Madrid. He's Brazilian. He's going to be expensive, over 20k at least for the start of the game. Maybe even more, to be honest. I don't remember what he was last year, but his card is just so in demand. And he's got the 5-star skills, probably even maybe over 30k to start off this year. Next up, we have Gabriel Jesus. Now, a lot of people don't really like him at the start of the game, but every year I use Gabriel Jesus, and every year he's just as good. 84 pace, 86 dribbling, and 81 shooting with the 72 passing really isn't too bad at all. Now, the reason why I like him is because, again, good links with the Brazilian and Premier League links, but he's also overlooked, I feel like, every year. His price is probably going to be around the 5-10k range, which really isn't too bad at all. He kind of becomes the cheaper option a lot of the times, and I just feel like he's a good option for your starter team, man. He is always decent. His positioning is okay every year, and he's a good start, honestly. I like him. Next up, we have another Premier League player, Christian Pulisic here. 82 rated this year, a little upgrade, I believe, with 89 pace, 70 shooting, 73 passing, and 86 dribbling. He's going to be another card that's very high in demand, I think. Especially because, the Premier League links and all that. However, with Pulisic, he's obviously American, not too many international links that you can do, and his shooting is pretty poor. But as far as a price prediction goes, between 5-10k, he's one that always makes it into a lot of starter teams for the Premier League guys at the start of the year, because he's so quick and his dribbling is very good this year. I'd imagine he's going to have a pretty decent skill move, decent star skills when they do release that. So I'm excited to see Pulisic. I think he's going to be a good one. Next up, we have Fernando Torres, another card that I'm kind of a fan of because he is a very balanced card. 82 pace, 79 shooting, 78 passing, and 82 dribbling. As far as the gameplay goes, from just basing it off the beta, the gameplay was a lot slower, so I feel like these kind of cards are going to be more useful this year. And 82 pace by no means is bad at the start of the game. But with Fernando Torres, good links, Spanish links as well, and you can move him into that central area. I think he would be a great center forward or a double striker, but you have him come to the ball. I feel like he would be a really good player for that. He's 6 foot, so he's got a decent size body build in the game. So I'm a big fan of Fernando Torres, and I think because he doesn't have any stats that are screaming greatness or pace, I think his price is going to be rather cheap, around 5k, I'd imagine, maybe 10k, just because it's Man City. Next up, we have Rodrigo, a non-rare this year, which is a little interesting, but he's 79 rated with 87 pace, 83 dribbling, and 76 shooting. Now, again, he's one of those players that's going to be really hyped up this year, so I feel like a lot of people are going to use him, but being a non-rare, he's going to be more common in pack supply. which could end up bringing his price a bit lower than what we're, kind of expecting. Now, as far as a price prediction, he's going to be similar to Vinicius, man. Like, a lot of people are going to want him. He's still pretty quick, a good dribbler, decent shooting as well. I could see him going over 10K as well to start off before he starts coming down a bit once more and more supply gets added into the game. Definitely a card to keep an eye on though, because, again, those Brazil links are going to be pretty huge, man. Especially with the Liga NOS kind of meta that we're going to be having at the start of this year. I definitely can see Rodrigo being a good card. Next up, we have another not rare, but Serie A card that, I feel like the Serie A starter players are not as great this year. But that's Raphael Leo. I really like his card, man. 88 pace, 79 dribbling, and 73 shooting. Now, again, his stats aren't really wonderful and he's non-rare. But that's what makes him an interesting card, because he's going to be cheap. And the reason why I like him is because of his Portuguese link. Again, linking to that Liga NOS meta we're going to have at the start of the game. He is a decent one. Like I said, 88 pace is really solid. And that's really all you need with decent dribbling, especially if he's a winger and you're not trying to finish goals with him. I think he'll be one that a lot of people will enjoy. But again, he's one that's going to go under the radar because he's a non-rare. There'll be a lot of him in packs, and I see him under 5K at the start of this game. I really don't see him going too high in price, so I think he'll be a gem that you can really squeeze into your team. Next up, we have Nunez. Now, we actually have one from the Liga NOS League. And again, just another decent card. Now, he's not my favorite, but the reason why I decided to include him in was because he's 76 rated, he's 84 pace, 75 shooting, 73 dribbling. Now, his stats really aren't great, I know that, but his price is going to be really cheap. I really only see this guy being like 2K max at the start of the game, which I think if you do run the Liga NOS kind of meta that we're going to be seeing, I think he'll be a solid guy to put in your team, and it'll be worth that really cheap amount of coins. I mean, maybe you can even get him for less than 2K, who knows. But I really like this guy just because he's gonna be cheap. And again, his stats aren't terrible. 84 pace isn't bad. And if you're a better player as far as the game goes, I don't really see a problem. Not to mention, he is also 6'2", which I think is a really nice height. So heading wise, he could be good, which I like because 84 physical, his jumping's probably gonna be good. He'll be able to win some headers for you guys. So we'll have to obviously see how that goes. And finally, to wrap up the video, we have one that is really gonna be hard to link. Now, luckily, the guy we just talked about was also Uruguayan, but I really like this Rodriguez card from the Liga MX. 88 pace, 80 shooting, 81 dribbling. Like, the reason why this guy's included in the list, I know he's gonna be super hard to put into your guys' teams. I know that, but he's also gonna be dirt cheap, like 1 or 2K max, because he's gonna be so hard to link in people's teams. But he's a really good player. I mean, this guy looks like he could be a really sick card. 5'10" too, so he's got like a perfect striker build kind of. So I'm interested to see how this guy goes. I like his card, man. I think he'll be good. Anyways, guys, I know it was a little bit shorter than the other two, but that is gonna wrap up today's video. Make sure you guys drop a like if you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments who you guys are gonna throw into your teams. Subscribe if you're new, and until next time, guys, peace.